I am Go Die. What a name over there! But I'm just gonna call him I am, and Smoke over there just gonna block out the vision from Vindicta, so they don't really have much of an option. And I think Aerious is taking this round really seriously. You can see, they have closed up most of the entrance spot. Going to be not really going to be an easy retake by Vindicta.
Well, interestingly, now we do have LOL AWOL. We'll just call him LOL.
Eivor, yeah, Eivor is good enough for me. But
AWOL.
washed up over there, getting a kill onto Selfwood, and you can see that
Looking
they
good.
Aerius knows that they don't really have enough time, so Vindicta's definitely going to lose this round. But they do save a Farmas and an AK, so
Mm.
pretty much still quite a good economy to lose. So for like I mentioned, for formality's sake, let's go ahead and introduce the team. So on the counter terrorist side, we have Vindicta with I am Godai. I'm just gonna pronounce it. I am. We have Washed Up Pleb, we have Dark Styron, and we have 96kg Kid. And on the other side, we have Aerius. On the Terry side, we have Cancer, Nyx, Official NASA, Mabok, and Pessimist. Is that yeah? It's Doctor Pessimist. So let's just call him Pessimist, all right? So we see that Vindicta over here has taken up quite a good, quite standard 2-1-2 formation here. That's pretty much most of the formations that teams would go nowadays. Areas just gonna have a little bit of a slow push with the advantage that they have, but this is a semi buyout coming in from Vindicta, so I think they're feeling a little bit hurt from the previous round.
Definitely. So they do have two CZ autos, one Deagle AK, as well as Farmas for themselves. And of course, Mayevs did manage to get the AK for himself. So he will be hopefully will be able to do something with that trusty AK. But as you can see, that we do see around 3 men that's gonna be flushed up into Banana at this point of time. Gonna be a two versus three in this current situation. Really good flash
Oh, the
coming in from
flash.
Styron, and he'll be fighting himself against with Blank.
Nyx, yeah, I think there was a Nyx over there, but Duck does manage to get the kill over there, and it's down to a 3v1 as of now, with the advantage, or rather the man advantage going the way of Vindicta. There's a little bit of blind fire coming in from IM over there with the smoke. I think, Aerius does really well with the smoke spots over here, and the timing of another smoke to ensure that, it's not an easy retake for Vindicta. They're just gonna try a little bit of a blind shot with the air. Whoa! Washed up left.
Mayevs!
Getting a really good kill there. Myers with that blind shot. And that's pretty much sealing the deal for Aerius. Not exactly, they didn't really have the best advantage at the start. They really lost 4 men going into the bomb plant. So very well done by Vindicta over there to win that round 2. Just a reminder, Abstract, that was a semi buyout. So surprise, they managed to get that round.
Yep. So in this case, currently 2-2. So I'm quite surprised that this has been looking pretty well
Yep.
for Aerious eSports. So we are 5 rounds in, and it's 2-2, pretty much a stalemate already. And all it doesn't seem like it's weighing in Vindicta's favor, which usually is the case.
Yep, we are definitely way too early into the game to call for any leads, but Chukiti or rather NASA getting a really early kill onto Duck. We have seen Duck in a couple of plays before. I mean, Vindicta is definitely not a stranger coming into the final week of training grounds, but we will see what Aerius have to offer over here. They have the man advantage, and they are going on the triple AK lineup with a scout over there. Pretty interesting, considering that they are early in the game. Kid over there with the wall bang to pick up Mabok early. And not really early, but it's already halfway through the round itself. But that's still a really important kill going into the apartment. So now Aerius pretty much have the information they need. It's a 2-1-1 formation, or rather 2-1-1 rotation coming in from Vindicta. Aerius still does have the advantage though. If they do manage to break into B side, this is pretty much they don't have the information knowing that Vindicta is a 2-1-1. So it's still quite an open game at this point of time, but time is starting to tick down for Aerius.
Looks like they're gonna go for the execute very soon. We've got the 2 smokes coming in, so one is gonna be for coils, and of course one is gonna be for a CT spot. So with that said and done, looks like they managed to get the 1 kill coming from AWOL. Right, wow. Absolutely shredded everyone as from coming from Styron, managed to get a kill on Pessimist and Nyx, and with that all said and done, even though it was a 3v4 situation in B side, they still managed to hold it down pretty well. And I think that Mayevs did manage to put a pretty good rotation coming in there.
Right, but I'm I would like to point out something though. Even though Aerious lost that round, I'm really impressed by the way they managed to smoke out. If you notice how Aerious plays, right, they really know their smoke, their smoking spots really well. We saw the smoke coming in from Banana, and there's already 2 rounds in a row. But as I speak, Vindicta with the 2 early kills,
Romeo!
making the 3rd over there, triple kill coming from IM, and Kid over there getting the 4th kill for his team, and they're down to a 5v1. However, Blank might be able to get a kill over here. He doesn't manage to clear up the team, and it's a 4-round advantage, or rather 2-round advantage for Vindicta over here. Vindicta going really strong. This is Vindicta's map though, but Aerious definitely not making it easy for Vindicta to claim the easy first map.
Definitely. So, the previous round recap, they pretty much kind of stormed right into apartments and did manage to get themselves right into Romeo and pretty much scored a pretty good free shots coming in onto second mid. So with that said and done, we are gonna expect a nade right down to mid. As you can see, we do have AWOL just go straight out. Really bold and pushy, getting 2 kills onto Chukidi as well as Nyx, but of course there will be a revenge frag coming in on that as well. But all in all, it's still a pretty good frag coming in there. 96 KG Kid getting another kill coming in onto Dr. Pessimist. So this is a problem, you see. There is some range of superiority when it comes to Inferno. If a certain team knows the map very well, the timings and whatsoever, they can, from on the city side, you can actually push really well, despite the fact that the T side is trying to play as defensive as possible.
Yeah, pretty much. Over there, we see Vindicta strutting the stuff. And, they're starting to go out of the bomb site itself. And we saw, Kid and IM over there, they're pushing so far ahead into the map. It doesn't really give Aerious much time to breathe. And even if they do so, you do see that Vindicta's rotation is just so much superior compared to Aerious. But I was trying to mention something very interesting. In round 2 and 3, we saw how well Aerious smoked up the maps in Inferno. They managed to smoke up coming in for Banana over there to, both times their smokes perfect. It's just that they were a bit unfortunate because Vindicta pushed out so far out that the smokes already didn't cover those blind spots. So credits to Aerious for that, but as of now, Vindicta starting to gain the lead, and we do see Cancer over there coming in from the Banana. I'm not exactly sure whether or not it's the best of decisions, because we do see that I do believe it's Dark over there in the map, and he doesn't have enough time, and he doesn't have enough, like I said, doesn't have enough time to consider that, but Duck knows, and he might be going for the knife over there, and it is a knife coming in from Duck. What a kill by Cancer! That's such a flashy play over there. He didn't even consider using his gun, Abstract. That's just amazing coming in from Duck.
Yeah, he's been he hit really nicely right behind triple, and make sure that he don't show himself, because the opponent gotta have to plant somehow, right? So
right,
putting out the smoke was one thing. It's not a bad idea after all. You still manage to get the plant down, but only the question is whether he's able to survive afterwards. He believed that he cleared the site, which is right. He cleared the site, just that he don't have the luxury of time to actually check every single corner right into dark, into dark room or even triple. So he really didn't have much choice but to play, but with the smoke. In the end, pretty much get knifed.
Right, but I think that the key issue for Aerious over here is that they're not exactly rushing the sites as much as possible,
right.
even though they have the economy. Generally as a T side, you don't really want to waste your time too much on Inferno. You have all these tight spots, and if you're wasting your time, you're giving Vindicta so much space to rotate. Not only that, when it comes to blind spot, Vindicta can just shoot you down one by one. So that's not exactly the best strategy for Aerious at this point of time. But we will see what will happen as we go in later into the first half of this map. But we do see as of now Vindicta with, they're pretty spread out. 2-1-2 is quite standard at this point of time. But Aerious, look at their positioning on the map. They're so spread out that it doesn't really give them much option to break into a bomb site. And we do see Dark over there picking off, Pessimist. So that's not exactly, I wouldn't say the best of decisions. Perhaps Aerious might want to try switching something up, but we do see them breaking into the site over here. It's a 2-for-1. That cover coming in from IM to clear up the rest of the map, and that's what I was trying to say. Aerious leaves it so late into the game that they, it's kind of like a last-minute decision to really break into the site, and when they do so, Vindicta is already there in position to really break down that rush. So perhaps Aerious want to try something different. Maybe try a early banana rush, but we saw Vindicta with that molly early into the game, stopping that rush. So, Aerious has to switch things up.
Yeah,
switch things up. Yeah, switch things up. Right.
at this point of time, it kind of seems like Aerious doesn't really have a proper game plan. All they can think of is just gonna stay back a little bit more, but we're just gonna hold that for a little bit, as it does seem like they are going a little bit more rushy in this current game. We do have all of them with the CZ models and all below 50% HP. One nade coming in or incendiary will pretty much
the backstab.
And with that said and done, Mayev's gets a kill on the blank, gonna be left with Nyx. Nyx tried to cover Cancer at that point of time, but looks like he won't be able to, do quite much. He managed to get a kill, yes, but of course they can't really survive against 3-man team, especially when it's coming at a pincer movement.
Right, obviously they got themselves trapped in the banana, but that was due to the fast rotation coming from Vindicta. We saw a 2-1-2 formation over there, and we saw that Dark was the first one. I do believe it was Dark. He rushed so high up into the map. Or was it Kid? Yeah, I think one of them rushed into the banana, tried to backstab Aerious over there, but they had a drifter. They managed to pick one out, but that was the rush coming in. Not so successful for Aerious, but they didn't really have the economy. But that's a quick kill coming in from NASA with the wallbang to pick up Styron, and they're still trying the wallbang, but Dark is quite appropriately positioned at this point of time. He misses the first shot. We're trying to reposition himself for the second one, but Aerious has the information. They do know that there's an AWP over there, so they might be a little bit careful going into this.
It looks like we're gonna get a smoke coming in right on to CD base, and looks like the T side will have 3 men rushing straight in. Cancer will go down right on 96 hit, being sprayed right through from CT side, and looks like it's gonna be a 1v5 current situation. Chu Kitty managing to get a kill right onto Dark, and he will have to fight against 96 Kid, but looks like Dr. Pessimist, they managed to covers him. And with that all said and done, he's gonna be left with 2 versus 2 current situation. I have no idea why Chu Kitty actually did that.
That molly. I'm not exactly sure if that's
intentional.
Yeah, that's intentional or not. But watch out, Pleb over here with the return molly. He's just gonna zone out the rest of Terry. He's gonna force them out of the side. But you see Chu Kitty and Pessimist clearing up the rest of Vindicta. So it's a 7-3 in the favor of Vindicta. Nevertheless, that was a really, really important win for Aerious. They have been losing rounds after rounds, and you can look at the rounds that they have. Oops, sorry. Look at the rounds they have so far. You can see the train that Vindicta was on 5 or rather 6 rounds in a row. So like I mentioned, that was a really important round for Aerious to gain up, rack up a little bit of economy going to this round. You can see that they can finally afford, the lineup that they want. 4 AK and 1 op. Chu Kitty nearly getting shot down by Dark over there, but nevertheless, Aerious doing their best to make it a difficult half for Vindicta.
Yeah, it seems like Aerious eSports, they pretty much know how to hold the side, when to plant the bomb whatsoever. They know what kind of maneuvers they need when it comes to the site, but the thing is they have a problem with taking the site itself. It's either they commit too much and lose too much bodies, or they just go in a little bit too late. In this current sense, Aerious eSports are pretty much just trying, seem to be pretty playing a little bit defensively.
Right.
They're not chucking any incendiary through this roof right here to try to catch it on second boxes or anything. It seems like all they know is smoking on CT and smoking onto Coffin. In which case, it's not a bad thing, but they gotta rotate a little bit.
Yeah, I think Aerious, but this draws a very, very big contrast, or rather a big comparison to last week's game where we saw just Very Academy, and that's a blind shot coming from
You can't do that, 96! You can't do that the second time!
Right, that's second time in a row, like you mentioned, through the smokes onto a headshot. But we see Styron over here with an overhead view, but the whole of Aerious does have no idea, and that's a free kill coming from Styron, and there might be more coming in. And the C4 just gonna back off from this. The rest of the team already dead. He does have Cancer on his side though, but that's not exactly the best of support he needs. They think that the A side is open, but they do have one more member over there. Dark is in the midst of A, and Dark will clear off one. It's down to Pessimist. I think he's just gonna save up for this. 5 seconds on the clock. Not much of a chance. But like I said, this draws up such a weird comparison to last week. We saw Just Variant. In the last week, they did so well against Asylum in terms of breaking into the side, but closing out the rounds itself, it was such a hard thing for Just Variant because we saw how well Asylum rotated. In this week itself, it was such a different concept in the first map. Aerious does such a good job of smoking out and holding the side once they're in. It's just that they have a little bit of difficulty breaking into the side itself.
Yep, so in this case, we do have 4 pistols coming in right on Aerious eSports, and Dark, of course, will be able to get an easy snipe right onto Chuki, as well as Nyx. and he'll pretty much be fighting with the rest of the team. Right now, Siren just gonna go straight in and manage to snag himself with 2 kills, and gonna be left with Dr. Pessimist, which will be the upper of this round, and he will be successfully being able to get a kill right on the Styron. And with that said, 96, I believe that there's 96. Actually, the entire team is right there.
And he's
True
just gonna
incendiary.
die to the molly.
I don't think that there was any way for him to get out of the current situation. So
Right, he was
just
pretty much
just,
trapped. Right.
yeah, just walking really slowly and just admitted to his death.
Right, he had to check his blind spots though, and that pretty much just, allowed the molly to burn him to death. But if you look at the amount of kills on both sides, I would say, Vindicta with the more balanced score sheet at this point of time, 15, 12, 8, 9, 9, 8. So pretty much every single member of Vindicta contributing to the kills. And on the side of Aerious, I'm not trying to draw comparisons, but we can see that someone's trying to carry the rest of the teammate, and this is not exactly the best of way, but Dark trying those blind shots at this point of time, and washed up lab on the other side of the map. Just gonna clear up Pessimist. So the C4 once again trapped up in apartments. My oh my.
MyFs is always playing very bold and aggressive, especially when it comes to CT. And with that said, I believe that he managed to get 2 easy kills from all of that. And right now, he's gonna be left with Nyx. And he will be somewhere in Boiler with his trusty CZ auto, facing with 2 men and immediately just disintegrating from Lole wall. And yeah, there goes his body and his lifeless soul, and he's gonna be left with True Kitty all the way at the other side of the map, not being able to do anything without the C4.
Right.
So I don't think that this will be nicked by Aerious eSports.
Oh, definitely not. I don't think so. And as we mentioned that, I don't know, the rotation is not exactly the rotation, but Vindicta is just so superior at this point of time in terms of mechanical skills. They're not really giving Aerious any time to breathe, be it breaking to the side, be it in terms of rotation. Vindicta at this point of time is just acing in terms of that.
Well, to be fair, they did give Vindicta a little bit of a trouble when it comes to starting the round.
Right. Right, but that was when, Vindicta had no economy, they won the first round, but they gave it away to Aerious, and then Aerious managed to clutch onto a little bit of hope. But you can see at this point in time, Vindicta starting to make Vindicta starting to make their mark on this, map itself. But Myers over here with the risky rotation coming out, but he does get picked off by Pessimist, and you can see Kid over here carrying the rest of the team. 3 kills for Kid, and could be more. Where he may get the last kill, he does get the last kill over here, nearly getting, the ace coming in from Kid. My oh my, that's 4 kills, and you can see the economy difference, just the amount of superiority coming from Vindicta.
Yeah, so even still, they did manage to get an equal round in the previous round, and hopefully that they will be able to get a full buyout in this case, and they will. They will get full buyouts, all AKs, a single AWP, and a single 96 kit just stoning somewhere. And with that said and done, they have all utilities out as well. So hopefully that they will be able to, grab this game by the neck all over again. But, well, AWOL is the one that's going to be playing aggressively in this case right now, trying to get a snipe battle coming in against...
Oh, that shot through! That shot through the windows over there. With IM getting the kill over there, and the rest of the team Nyx. And this might be the round for Aerious. They do manage to get a pick of 3 kills. The B side is open and is up for grabs for Aerious, and you can see the rotation still coming in a little bit slow, but the information has been passed.
Because of the C4, it's gonna be a lot of trouble for them, and looks like 96 Kid will be able to spot that out, gets a kill onto him, and looks like the Spray City coming in from Chu Kitty will be able to get himself 1 kill and put himself in a completely different scenario against 96 KG Kid. So without the C4, because they pretty much just dropped the C4 and just scattered and run everywhere and anywhere they want, and this is always an issue, not knowing when to bring the C4 with you, because you don't want to donate the C4 to the opponent's side, right?
Right.
So with that said, oh, that pre-fire though.
That pre-fire almost getting both members over there, but he changes to the molly, but True Kitty managing to win the last round for Aerious. And if you do not know, and if any of the local community are chasing these teams, you do realize that 96 kg is Lenny. Yep, I just knew that too, coming from production. So I have no idea why. I have no idea why these players want to change their names. I think Lenny is quite nice, but I think maybe he realized, putting himself on the weighing skill 96 kg, he's still a kid. So yeah.
I mean, well, thanks Lenny. That would using your name would have made things.
Would have helped, it would have helped us. I'm just saying, it would have helped us.
Say 96 kg kid like 5 times fast.
Nope, I'm not even going to try that. You can try that for those viewers
It's
at
at
home.
least entertaining.
You want to try
It's
that,
the
you can
most
go
entertaining.
ahead. If
No,
Abstract wants to
no.
do it, if Abstract wants to do it, he can do whatever he wants, but I'm not going to do it. But we are going to the second round.
96 kg.
Right, there you go. I think I just proved my point of why I'm not doing it. But we are to the second half of the map, and we do see that they have switched sides, and Aerious eSports, hopefully they do better on the CT. Vindicta with a commanding lead as of now, 11-4, but it's still not the end of the road. But we do see Vindicta with a form up over there, and the round now coming from Pessimist. One already killed onto Myers, but they have starting to make a little bit of progress. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, so let me see it in the library itself. Dark managed to get one kill, and Cancer missing all these shots. Will he change to the knife? He doesn't. Lenny getting the second kill onto Cancer over there, and there's a 2v3 at this point of time. Dark managing to pick off Nyx, and it's a 2v2. True Kitty and Pessimist being zoned out of the spot, but there's an accurate kill onto Dark over here. Lenny over here not making a mistake, but he does spot Pessimist, bringing Lenny down to 40 HP. It's such a close call at this point of time. 7 HP.
Lenny! Come on!
We don't know what will happen as of now, but Lenny over here with that smoke. Dr. Pessimist gonna smoke out Lenny at this point of time. Will he go for the fake defuse? He does, but he has no idea where Lenny is. And will Lenny have the bird's eye view as to where he is? And he runs it off, only getting one shot.
Does he have a kit? I don't think. No, he doesn't have a kit. And just get a pistol shot right in his face.
But I mean, that's well done by Lenny over there. He does get picked off, but he has bought enough time so that Vindicta does get the round. And this is a big round. That's a very, very big round for Vindicta, because this means that the next round should be, by logic, a follow through.
That didn't went through for the previous round.
Yep, that's what I said. By logic.
By logic.
By logic. This should be an easy round for Vindicta.
12-4 current situation. Vindicta will be leading with 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 8 kills.
Right, 8 kills. So,
I mean, 8 kills. 8 wins.
Right, math with Abstract, guys, math with Abstract. But here we have it, it's a 4v4 at this point of time, and I would say Vindicta having the little bit of a slight advantage in terms of mental going to this match. And I am over there spray and pray like you mentioned, but it's not going to pick up the kill. But my hair is going to clean up the job coming in for IM. And it's a 4v3 at this point of time, the rotation coming in from Aerious.
I'm telling you this, he's definitely going to get a kill.
Hopefully he does so, but it's a 4v3 like I mentioned, and you can see the health of Aerious not exactly the healthiest at this point of time, but Pessimist going in, and he's just gonna spray through the smoke. Maya's getting one kill. Unfortunately, the man advantage not enough for Aerious.
Yeah. And, well, at least Cancer did manage to get a kill for that. 13-4 now. Round 18 in, and Vindicta just need 3 more wins.
Right, 3 more wins
right?
did so.
Yes.
I'm not gonna make predictions as of yet, but I favor Vindicta going into this.
Yeah, based on the fact that Aerious eSports do not have any economy for this round, it's kind of automatically concede this round.
Right.
So Vindicta is pretty much 14-4. It's safe to say that it's 14-4 now. And Lole Wall just probably gonna go straight in, spray and pray. Hopefully that Aerious don't. What? Dr. Pessimist get a kill on the Styron, and I believe that he managed to get himself a Mac 10. And well, what about, let's talk about surprise. Let's talk about surprise again.
I'm not gonna make predictions,
but
then Vindicta over here with a 3v1, and Nyx, it's all on his own, and he's not exactly going to be able to stop this, rotation coming in from Vindicta, and they're just gonna plant into B. And you can see that the rest of Vindicta already is straight off the map. They're just gonna hunt down Nyx at this point in time.
Now Nyx with his trusty Mac 10. Do you think that he will be at least being able to get a kill?
Well, I'm not sure, but
that's a yes! Spray! No, why didn't...
I don't know, Abstract. You have to complete your sentence. If not, I'm just gonna guess what you're trying to say over here. Nyx, you're just gonna
part of a meme. You stop midway of your sentence.
Oh no, not like Nyx over here in the banana, trying to get a kill over here, but
kill?
he will get spotted out by the blind side. He misses those important shots, and IM will be able to clean up this round. 14-4, and we. 14-4 is the 10 round advantage from Vindicta, looking so strong going into the Terry side of the map.
Alright, so Lenny does have money to get himself a gun, but I'm not sure. Okay, there we go. It's a little bit slow, but in the end, let's take a look at Aerious eSports economy, shall we? So we got 2 farmers, 2 M4s, and of course 1 AWP coming in from Dr. Pessimist, and it looks like he's just gonna go straight in right onto Patio right here. And we do have economy set up right now, and all of the players are gonna put themselves right onto Banana. And with that said and done, we do have this incendiary going on, and of course Blank as well as Chukiri is just going to make full use of their incendiaries as well as smoke to buy as much time as possible. Lenny goes down to Dr. Pessimist with that trusty AWP, and we have a push coming in, and looks like AWOL will not be able to defend himself as there is a pretty good fight coming in from Chukiri. He himself, one man, managed to kind of block in the entire group by themselves. Dark, Styron, and Maiev is pretty much stuck in Banana now. And
definitely.
Yeah, I'm not too sure whether they have gotten all the information needed. Maiev goes straight in, managed to get a kill right on the Blank, and coming straight up, surprise, and gets a kill onto Chukiri now. And they have the entire side of B for themselves. And I don't understand why Cancer, Nyx, and Pessimist is still kind of stuck in A. I'm fine with them being in A, but at least be in a position that is easier to maintain.
Oh, my ass over there with that accurate, headline, but he does no idea where the members of Aerious, and he will get backstabbed over here. Nyx managing to pick up the kill, and that's a good win for Aerious. Unfortunately for Vindicta, that was such a hard fought battle breaking into the
Hard
side.
fought battle for Maiev. He's the only one to get a kill.
Right.
But even still, good play coming in from Vindicta. They almost got the side, but they almost won the round. 14-5, and they are going in with 4K gold. I think that they can kind of go for a semi-buy thing.
Right. And I would say, at this point of time, Vindicta looking so strong in this first map itself. And, if you've not known already, they are so strong, they are undefeated at this point of time.
Really?
So, yeah, they are undefeated at this
Alright,
point of time. In their first match, they played against Asylum. They won 16-11 and they won 16-2. And then in the second week, which was the fourth week for Training Grounds, they won against Jasmine Academy in a stomping 16-1 and 16-0. So,
I remember that.
yeah, so that was how strong Vindicta was,
And Aerious managed to pick up 5 wins against them.
Right. I mean, I'm not exactly going to count the amount of rounds they managed to pick against them. I'm looking more as a whole. And I think Aerious, look at their form. I was really impressed going early into the game. But Vindicta has started to find their ground. They've started to, make this map their, I'm trying to avoid the B word over there. But that's how good they are in this, Inferno. But as I said, Aerious over here just going to make me eat my words at this point of time. They're putting a little bit of resistance over here. And up in the parts is where all the action is. You can see 4 men stacking up for Vindicta up against, prepared to infiltrate that apart.
And there we go. Looks like Incendiary is just going to be popped right onto Boiler. And we have the rest of the team pretty much just hiding in carpets. And I think that one of them is at least going to pop the smoke, pop the flash right on the chimney. Right? Someone do something. One man, Nyx, is just going to be right below our balcony waiting anxiously for the players of Vindicta. In this case, we do have 2 men in here, almost lighting the Molotov, and there comes the smoke. This is the time.
He's gonna look away. He thought that was a flash, but that just allowed the terrorists to gain a little more advantage going into the site itself. And you can see that the whole of Vindicta is just slowly edging their way into the site. And the rotation coming from Aerious, I would say, is still a little bit slow at this point of time. You can see 2 members. Oh, and I forgot to put that offline. You can see White and JPEG login. But ignore that, ignore that. Just focus on my voice. You can see the whole of Vindicta going in. They're going to pick up a kill onto Nyx. That's a double kill for him. And Cancer going down. And Doug just going to push out to Library. Getting a third kill. He's on a roll. And Mabok just going to save. My oh my.
Wow. Mampus.
Mampus indeed. You can see. Oh, that threw me off so bad. Mampus. Steam, I would say, for Aerious and Vindicta. Just gonna ride away this round, and we will go into match point in a matter of seconds.
Wow, that was literally the kind of one-liner that you want to put out. Mampus!
Oh, shook is the word I will use for Vindicta. I'm sure. Shook. You can see that they have set such a, it tastes so sweet when you manage to break into the side after such a long wait, and managing to clinch the round makes it even sweeter. And what can I say? Things are just going in the way of Vindicta. In terms of rotation, in terms of in terms of teamwork, coordination, they're just out-edging Aerious in every single way. And I want to say, that round was pretty much won by Duck. Managed to break 2 into the side, and he pushed out, making a pick off Nyx over there. And that was pretty much what won them that round.
Right, so this is pretty much the match point now. All Vindicta needs is one win to close out Inferno, and then we'll move to Mirage very, very soon.
Right,
Hopefully.
but that's not even the case. Look at Aerious, the amount of economy they have at this point in time. It's not even healthy going into the last round. So this is, like you mentioned, it's going to be hard for them. And Lenny already getting a kill onto Cancer. The whole of the T side just got sprayed out, but Nyx just get a kill in the middle as when they are split up in a 3-2 formation. But Dark getting a kill onto Pessimist at this point of time. They do know that it's a one-man Nyx breaking into the side.
You can't do that, Dark!
And Dark will be able to get that kill that brings Vindicta down to a 4v2. And Marble is down to him, but Vindicta will be able to close this round out. And the first half, or rather the first map of the day, not really day, night if you are watching locally in Singapore, the first map of the night going in the way of Vindicta. 16-5. Nevertheless, well done to Aerious. They tried their best, but we will be heading into a short little break, I would say, going before we head into the second match, which would be Mirage.
Yes, that's right. So, well played to Vindicta. Of course, Aerious did a pretty damn good job.
Right. Obviously, they put up a little bit of fight, especially early into the first half of the map. We saw, and I was commenting on how well, Aerious had the smokes up. And I was really impressed by the smokes. Obviously going to Banana, they had a lot of smokes, and that just zoned out Vindicta. But when it came down to mechanical and rotations, Vindicta was just so quick, and that just, broke Aerious' train.
I think one thing as well is that Vindicta is kind of slowly understanding how Aerious play.
Right.
The first few rounds they managed to play, and then they throw their CT smoke, and then they throw coffin smoke, and then they kind of did it repetitively. And I think eventually Vindicta kind of there's a pattern in it. They played around it, and in the end they tried to go aggressive on Romeo onto second mid instead. So that pretty much Myevs did a lot for a lot of rounds.
We saw how well Dark and Myers were personally in terms of mechanical skills, in terms of rotation. You can see the confidence that Vindicta had in their map choice. They were pushing so far out that it just caught Aerious out in so many levels early into the game. And when you go into late, knowing that you've lost so many rounds, it does affect the team mentally. So maybe that played a little bit of factor. I'm not sure how well Aerious can hold their ground, but this is the first week, or rather the last week of training grounds for them. But nevertheless, we will have more action coming up for you, like we mentioned. If you are watching, this is Training Grounds. I'm Aerious. I'm not making this outro, this is Aerious at Abstract, but we will catch you in a little break after this.
We'll see you in a while.